Let me tell you a story that shook my life, and maybe, just maybe, you'll understand why I did what I did. Asterisk. My name is Michael Harris. I'm 54 years old, and until recently, I thought I had a pretty close relationship with my daughter, Emily. She's 26, smart, independent, and the kind of girl every father dreams his daughter will become. I raised her mostly on my own after her mom, my ex-wife, walked out on us when Emily was only 10. Asterisk. I sacrificed a lot for Emily. Worked double shifts, skipped vacations, sold my dream car just so she could go to college debt-free. And when she graduated, I was the proudest dad in the room. I thought our bond was unshakable. Asterisk. But all of that changed. Asterisk. Asterisk. It started about a year ago, when Emily got engaged to her boyfriend, Ryan Miller. Now don't get me wrong, Ryan seemed like a decent guy. He's polite, works in finance, has a good head on his shoulders. I had no major issues with him, but over time, I noticed something. Slowly, Ryan's family started taking control of the wedding planning. Asterisk. At first, I thought it was harmless. His mom wanted to pick the flowers. His dad wanted to help with the venue. Fine, whatever. But then Emily started pushing me out of decisions too. Asterisk. And here's the thing. I was footing the bill every last dollar. We're talking about a $45,000 wedding here. I had been saving for years, specifically for Emily's big day. I wanted her to have the dream wedding she deserved. But as the months went on, my role shifted from proud father of the bride to the walking ATM. Still, I kept quiet. I thought, it's her wedding, let her enjoy it. Asterisk. But then came the ultimate betrayal. Asterisk. Asterisk. One evening, about 2 months before the wedding, I got a call from Emily. Her voice was shaky, almost rehearsed. Dad, I need to tell you something. Ryan and I think it's best if you don't come to the wedding. I was stunned. At first I thought I heard wrong. What do you mean, Emily? I'm your father. Of course I'll be there. But she repeated it, word for word. Dad, you've made things complicated. You and Ryan's parents don't get along, and we don't want any drama. So we think it's best if you don't come. I felt like someone had kicked me in the chest. This was my only daughter. The little girl whose scraped knees I bandaged, whose school plays I never missed, the same girl I stayed up all night with when she had the flu. And now, she was uninviting me from her wedding. Asterisk, the wedding I was paying for. Asterisk. Asterisk. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just said, okay, Emily, if that's what you want. But inside, I was broken. Asterisk. For weeks, I replayed that conversation in my head. Every time I looked at the checkbook or the wedding contracts, the anger boiled up inside me. How could she cut me out of the most important day of her life? That's when I made a decision. Asterisk. If I wasn't welcome at the wedding, then there wasn't going to be a wedding. Asterisk. Asterisk. Now, before you judge me, hear me out. I had signed every contract under my name. The caterer, the florist, the venue, the photographer. All of it was under me because I was the one paying, which meant I had the legal authority to cancel everything. Asterisk. So, one by one, I made the calls. Asterisk. The venue? Cancelled. Asterisk. The catering? Cancelled. Asterisk. The photographer? Cancelled. Asterisk. Even the fancy string quartet they had booked for $3,000? Gone. Asterisk. It took me 2 days, and by the end of it, every single part of that wedding had vanished. Asterisk. I didn't tell Emily right away. Oh no. I wanted her to find out the hard way. Asterisk. Asterisk. About a week later, she called me, furious. Dad, the venue said the booking was canceled. What the hell is going on? I calmly said, I canceled it. There was a long silence on the phone. Then she screamed, Why? I told her the truth. Because you banned me from a wedding I paid for. If I'm not good enough to be there, then my money isn't good enough either. She started crying, calling me selfish, saying I ruined her life, that she'd never forgive me. Then she hung up ********. Now, comma. I'll be honest with you. Part of me felt guilty. But another part of me felt relieved ****. For years, I had bent over backward for Emily. I gave her everything I had, and when she finally had the chance to show me some respect, she chose to shut me out ****. A week after the blow-up, Ryan called me himself. He said, "Mr. Harris, I don't know what happened between you and Emily, but you ruined everything. We're scrambling to put together a smaller wedding and it's humiliating." I told him, "That's not my problem. You wanted me out. Now I'm out. Completely. ****. And I hung up. *****. The new wedding did happen, eventually, in a small backyard with a handful of guests. I wasn't invited, of course, and I didn't try to go ****. Months later, I heard through a mutual family friend that Emily and Ryan resented me. They tell everyone I sabotaged their big day out of spite. Maybe that's true, or maybe, just maybe, I stood up for myself after years of being taken for granted *******. Do I regret it? Sometimes. When I look at the old photo albums of Emily as a child, I wonder if I made the right call. I wonder if I should have just swallowed my pride and let her have the wedding, even if I wasn't there ****. But then I remember the sound of her voice when she told me I wasn't welcome. Cold. Final. Like I was just some distant relative instead of her father. That's when I know. I did what I had to do. ******. People always ask me, "Michael, would you ever patch things up with Emily?" The truth is, I don't know. I still love my daughter. I always will. But love without respect? That's not enough ****. If Emily ever comes to me, truly apologizes, and wants to rebuild our relationship, I'd welcome her with open arms. But until then, I'm done being the father who gives and gives while getting nothing in return. ******. So, was I wrong to cancel my daughter's wedding? Or was I right to stand my ground? That's the question that keeps me up at night. And maybe it's the question I'll leave with you. ****. What would you have done if you were in my shoes?